Okay, so children, as we have discussed about the controlling measures, pollution controlling measures for industries under the heading penalties and subsidies, or you may say the economic policies, and another one was zoning strategy. And now we are coming on to vehicular emission control. Under vehicular emission control, basically five headings are there. You can see, I'll scroll down the screen and you can see number one is modifying the engine design. And then you come straight away to the second one, that is clean fuels, using clean fuels or alternate fuels. Third one is the public transport option, that means opting for public transport so that the number of vehicles can be controlled on road. Fourth one is traffic management, and fifth one is again economic policies to control the pollution. Right? So here you can see that we are coming back to first point. When you say modifying engine design, children, we know very well that engine can be modified by installing catalytic converter, or the second one is four-stroke engine. Right? If you wish, I can send you this as PDF too, and you already know what is catalytic converter. That's a small device which converts the oxides of nitrogen and hydrocarbons into lesser harmful contents, and this is done by using a catalyst which is platinum or palladium. Anyone could be used. I have written it here. Second one is four stroke engines, much more efficient, fuel efficient, and these are four stroke because they complete all four steps of thermodynamic cycle. So I mentioned it here too. I'll send this PDF. You can refer to this PDF for advantages, disadvantages, and the details. Right? Third one is, sorry. Third one is the cleaner fuels, using the clean fuels. So you know the concept of alternate fuels. That means which are the non-conventional ones like solar batteries and electrical devices, electrical cars, electrical batteries, and then biodiesel and hydrogen cell. These are some example. Biofuel is there, gasohol you call it. So these can be used. Hybrid vehicles is one concept here, where one vehicle works on two power sources or more than two power sources. That means sometimes we take the car along with, it's a duo car. Suppose you are working on petrol, but sometimes the petrol goes over, so you can switch over to CNG too. So that's a kind of hybrid vehicle, right, using two or more power sources. Public transport option, you know that when we are using public transport, we are not using separate cars on road, individual cars on roads. The number of vehicles reduced, number of the extent of pollution is also reduced. Traffic management is a separate question. You have notes for traffic management. Just revise them, see how you can manage traffic so that the pollution can be brought down. And the last one is economic policies. If you can see, these economic policies are again lower taxes or duties. This is the same thing. Then slashed prices for fuel efficient vehicles, so that people can be encouraged to purchase those fuel efficient vehicles. If the vehicles are very expensive, you won't be able to, you will not you will discourage purchasing them. But if they are quite affordable, you will be going for such vehicles, right? Next one is a strict implementation of laws. The way we use the word act, Air Pollution and Control Prevention Act, Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. So that was a law basically. So strict implementation of laws, rules and regulations followed. The police and the admin is very much strict about the implementation of laws, so people will be following it, right? And that will bring down the pollution level. Regular monitoring of ambient air quality. I told you earlier also, digital devices are there. One is there where the National Botanical Research Regional Science Center is there. If you see that the digital device is put, it keeps on checking what's the level of CO2, SO2, and methane and other gases, so that we at least are aware of what is the level of pollution in our surroundings, and is there any kind of alarming signal that we are supposed to take care of that surrounding, right? Then you have the penalties or the challans. We know very well that when very soon, all of a sudden there is a kind of revolution for getting pollution under control certificate, because police checks for, right? So this is something, but that's an occasional check. If this check is taken, it is implemented regularly, at that time all the people will be taking care of the proper servicing and management of their vehicles, right? Then awareness through campaigns, medias, discounts and subsidies. These are basically the strategies which do not need money, but if they are implemented strictly, they will be able to control the level of rising pollution. Slashing the fares of public transport, because sometimes the public transport is expensive so much expensive, people do not wish to get into. But nowadays when we see the metros are so affordable, even the buses are so affordable, so people can follow the public transport. Another thing is, if the frequency and the timings are followed very strictly, we usually don't go for public transport because we don't rely on them. Suppose a bus is supposed to come at 9 a.m., it is coming at 9:30, so we will get late. So if these things can be taken care of, people will be following public transport system, right? And easy availability, gas filling stations. If our vehicle is working on CNG, so CNG filling stations are very less. We have to go very distant to get them refilled. So if easily alternate fuels are easily available, we can rely on them, right? Then new models, vehicular engine modification is another thing. And standards, I have always spoken about the standards, emission, the vehicles which are following the Bharat standards, these are the air quality emission standards, right? These are set by the government, Central Pollution Control Board. They basically, and State Pollution Control Board, both the bodies, they basically set these standards according to their city or the area, how much is the level of pollution and what should be the standard of a particular pollutant in the air, right? So nowadays whatever vehicles are running on the road, they are BS6, Bharat Standard 6. That means that particular vehicle is supposed to emit a permissible range of pollutants, right? So these are the emission standard. I have given a note. I'll send these to you children, this to you as a PDF. Earlier also I have sent, again as a revision I'll send this. If you wish to note this down, you can go for it. Okay, thank you.